It stretches for 3,700 miles across deserts, snowy mountains and valleys. It took 1 million people to build it, and it's the only...
This is BBC One.
William Lindsay, a polytechnic lecturer from Wallasey, was the first Westerner to complete the epic run. He passed through remote areas normally closed to foreigners, but he says he met only kindness from the local people.
It took William Lindsay 78 days to run the length of the wall. The 1,500-mile journey took him through some of the roughest terrain in the world. He spent much of his time crossing desert, and 2/3 of the wall is in fact made of mud, which has been badly eroded by earthquakes and wind. His running shoes had to be specially designed for the conditions. Even so, he got through 3 pairs. He carried only the most basic survival kit and relied totally on the local people to supply him with food. Now, back in London, he recognises he couldn't have done without their help.
Tell them what I was doing, say Yingguo Ren, Changchun, Englishman, Great Wall, and I'd immediately get the universal sign of approval, the thumbs up. There's a great feeling of satisfaction, wonderful hospitality from the people.
The wall was originally built to keep foreigners out, but the Chinese government now hope its attractions will bring more tourists in.
After my journey along the Great Wall in 1987, Wu-Ti and I were married in '88. Then we travelled to the UK. There was great media interest in our adventure romance story. We hit the headlines and became TV stars. We were even interviewed on Wogan, the BBC's most popular programme.
In Liverpool, so that's no problem. Oh, well, every town is a Chinatown now, yes. It's nice to see that romance has found a way in China. Congratulations on the running of the wall. Congratulations on that.
I had my story to write. I signed up with Hodder and Stoughton publishers. To boost sales, Hodder sent Chi and I on a promotional tour, appearing on TV and radio, being interviewed by newspaper reporters, the length and breadth of the country. Within this press blitz, an interview on BBC Radio Oxford proved to be the most important, because this generous lady heard it and wrote me a letter. I've read your book with much interest and admiration, and I have in my possession another book, The Great Wall of China by William Geil. Perhaps it's too late to be of use, but I'd gladly send you the book, she wrote. She did send it. When I received it, I felt a little deflated, dislodged. I wasn't the first foreigner to make a journey along the wall. I wasn't William the Conqueror. I was William II. As I perused the book of my competitor, one particular photograph caught my eye, of the author-photographer Geil sitting on the wall. It seemed vaguely familiar. Once he'd gone, 79 years passed before I came along to take this photograph. The watchtower of 1908 had gone in the meantime. I suddenly realised the true worth of vintage photographs. They were useful to show change. In the past, we may have been competitors, but in the future, we were destined to become collaborators, working side by side, one in the past, one in the present, both for the future of the wall.